Okay, caution. You are about to enter the Fearless Netpreneur zone. We call it the Fearless Netpreneur No Spin Zone, where we bring it hard and furious on the ways and means to help you maximize the internet for your business. Welcome, digital warriors, innovators, and trailblazers. I'm your host, known far and wide as the Activator and the Wealth Apostle. And you have just tuned in to the most electrifying show on the planet for aspiring and established netpreneurs alike. In this show, we would like to take you deep into the wild, wonderful world of digital business, from cutting-edge information and breaking news that will keep you ahead of the curve to in-depth product reviews and no-nonsense training sessions. We've got it all covered right here, right now. Have you ever wondered what it takes to launch a viral product? Or maybe you're itching to know what's the secret sauce behind all that money you keep hearing people make online. Are they just making it up? Are some people really making this money? Well, buckle up, because on this show, we will take you on a ride throughout the latest trends, the tips, the tactics, the good, the bad, and the ugly that will transform your business into reality, your digital business dreams into reality. In case you haven't joined us before on this show, we do not just talk theory. We bring you the good, the bad, the ugly side of things in this thing that they call internet business, and we let you decide whether it's a scam or real. We're bringing you face to face with wide-eyed rookies just looking to make gold online. We'll show you the veterans who are still chasing the gold for so many years. And of course, we're going to bring you the big dogs, the game changers, and the ones, those 5% that you have been hearing rumors about, the fearless innovators who are smiling all the way to the bank while eating everybody's lunch in the process. Yes, you are indeed tuned to the Fearless Netpreneur Show, and it's going to be a wild ride today, more than any other day, because today I'm going to be doing something very, very unusual. Very unusual. I'm going to be interviewing a young boy. Yes, I call him a boy, not to disrespect him because he is a boy. And you're going to understand why I'm calling him a boy in a minute. Because when we started out the Fish for Life program, we never thought for my wildest dreams. Imagine that we're going to get young boys as young as the one I'm going to be having on this show today. I'm looking for his profile to read now, and I can't just find it. So I'm going to have to wing it. I thought I had it somewhere on my system, but it's okay. This young man is just 12 years old. You heard me right. He's just 12 years old. Somebody who had his mom talking about this thing called Fish for Life. And his mom called him and said, will you be interested in attending this? And this young boy, yes, he just turned 12 this year, less than a month ago. So when I say we have a special guest on our show, a 12-year-old secondary school student, DSS 2. His name is Samuel Emmanuel. He has a passion for learning and technology. He's a young boy who truly embodies the spirit of curiosity and excellence that I have been preaching about, even though when we started the Fish for Life program, we didn't even have someone like him in mind. What those I have in mind are people who have been the youths who have graduated, who don't have a job, or who are underemployed, or the elders or the seniors, as I call them, who already make some money, but they want to learn this in their own old age, maybe to keep themselves from boredom or to create an extra income stream. In my wildest dreams, I never imagined that I'm going to get literally kindergartens who are going to be showing interest in this. And that's why I'm so excited. Because this young boy that we're going to be talking to in a minute is 12 years old. You would think he's the youngest in my class. But we also have another 9-year-old boy who has started getting success with this thing called Fish for Life in the program that we are running. And that one is absolutely incredible. I'm going to be having on this show. It's actually a girl, 9 years old, who's now published 2 books on Amazon. He's published books on Barnes & Noble at the age of 9. I thought my own daughter was special, who published her first book at the age of 13. But with this Fish for Life, basically we have leveled the playing ground. Now we have people from 9 years old to 70-year-olds in this program. I'm going to show you the videos of those in due course, where a 70-year-old woman has finally published her first book ever. But today is the day for Samuel. His name is Samuel Emmanuel, and I want to welcome him on stage. Samuel, how are you? Welcome to the Fearless Netpreneur Show. How are you doing today?
I'm fine, sir.
In fact, I had to get permission from Emmanuel's mother for Emmanuel to stay up late. It's very late. It's around 11 midnight Nigerian time today, but because I had other engagements, he had to stay up. So what does it feel like being a member of the Fearless Netpreneur Show that had lots of big people there, people that are in your grandma's level, people that are in your mother's level, people who are commissioners, people who are lawyers, people who are engineers, and those who are looking for work? But here you are as a 12-year-old in the midst of all these people. What does it feel like?
It feels exciting.
It feels exciting. You are not intimidated?
Yes, sir.
That's a fearless Samuel. I think we have to give you that, the fearless Samuel or something. You are not afraid. I'm glad to hear that. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Introduce yourself. I know you're in GSS too, but tell us who you are, what you do, and how you got to know about the Fish for Life program.
Okay, I'm a young student, and my mom, who also works with Dr. Ope Banwo, as she sometimes notes as she sometimes goes with her daily activities, I usually listen to her, and sometimes I usually hear about this stuff. So, and now I got to know about the Fish for Life program. And the Fish for Life program made me to publish my first book, and also know how to use Canva, and also know how to use ChatGPT very well. I've been trying to all these things I don't know how to do before, and I've never heard about Canva before. But since I joined this Fish for Life training, and now I got to know how to use Canva, and also now to use it to create ebook covers. Yeah.
Yeah, I
I've
mean,
also
sorry, go ahead. I thought you
published
had
two books. In the last 2 weeks, I've published 2 books on Lulu, and also draft to digital.
Yes, the way you mentioned ChatGPT, you mentioned the stuff where people your age don't seem to even know what you are talking about. You are talking about not just using it, but already using it to write books, and that intrigues me. Yes, in fact, as at the time, Samuel, just for a full disclosure here, I didn't know Samuel's mother works for me, but I didn't even know that she was the mother of Samuel because she never told me her son was going to be part of the program. He attended the boot camp, the 5-day boot camp, and even won one of the 60 laptops that I gave away. And I didn't know who he was. I didn't see him. I only became aware of him about 5 days ago when he gave a testimonial in our group on WhatsApp that he had just published his first book on the international scene on lulu.com. And when I was watching that testimonial video, it sounded awfully young because it was a video. I'm like, boy, how old are you? And he told me it was 12. He doesn't even bear the same last name with the mom because the mom is bearing a maiden name. So I never even suspected there was anything. He said, I'm 12. I'm like, you are 12. Get out of here. So I started chatting with him. And then I told him to give me his bank account that I was going to bless him. And I gave him some money just to appreciate him for even going that far, because we have 30-year-olds, 24-year-olds, 60-year-olds, 70-year-olds who at that time have not even published their book, despite the training that we gave them. So for a 12-year-old to have done this, it was when I asked him to give me his account number. And then, his mother's account number. I know he wouldn't have an account number. And I said, he's doing vacation with his grandmother. And then I said, okay, go tell your grandmother or your mother that I want your account number because I want to give you some money just to appreciate you for publishing your book. So when he came back, and I said, I'll give you my mom's number, my mom's account number. And I said, well, let me talk to your mom. That's when he now told me the mother works for me. I'm like, what? What? Then I asked who's the mother, and he told me, and I was totally stunned because the mother works very closely with me. In fact, she's one of my special assistants, but she never mentioned it to me for once. And this boy has been in this class for 5, maybe 8 weeks now. The class itself is 5 weeks. And we had the boot camp like 2 weeks before the class. And he said he was at all the 5 boot camps. I was just stunned. So Samuel Emmanuel, congratulations that you even made the cut of the 60, because we had to check their own work. They had to do work every day. But because we don't know who is who, we just look at the results they submitted, and then we selected the 60. And he happened to win it on his own merit without the mother talking to me, without me even knowing that the son was there. So you got here by your strength, and I just want to congratulate you. Yes, if your mother had said she wanted you here, definitely I would have had you. I would have given you the laptop myself. You wouldn't even have had to work for it, because she works that closely with me, that if I'm giving people I don't know laptop and she says my son wants to be part of this, I will have given you. But you didn't do that, or she didn't do that. I appreciate her for that. And you want this thing on your own, and you have gone further than that. You have actually gone ahead and published your first 2 books. We're going to come back to those books in a minute. So let's get there right now, because this is Samuel's book. I'm going to show you guys before we go deep into this with him. I've never interviewed anybody this young before in my life, so forgive me, guys, at home if I'm a little bit hard. I don't know how to talk to young boy, but this guy is not young anymore. He's an author, so they should not be playing with him. So I'm going to treat him like an author in a minute. So don't worry, Emmanuel. Samuel, I'm not going to be too hard. Let me show you guys, because I asked him to give me his the link to his book, because when he said he has published this book on Lulu and other sites, I'm like, no, you didn't. Here is Emmanuel's book, ladies and gentlemen who are watching this. He published a book, not even on a kid's what is it called? Sorry, where am I? Not even a kid's. Where is the link now? I thought I'm saying it. Okay, let me go back. He published on a very serious topic, which underscores what I've been saying, that if you can use AI tools, you can play with the big boys. Okay, look at him right there. You can la bamba with them. He published his first book is AR and VR Revolution: How Augmented and Virtual Reality Are Transforming Industries and Social Media Marketing. I thought I was dreaming, because unless it tells you his age, you could never have be able to tell that this book was written by a 12-year-old. I scanned through it. I didn't read everything word for word, but it was a very mature book. As I was scanning through it today, like, wow, I would never have suspected that who wrote this book is less than 30 years old. Because when you use the right tools, you can basically write like a professor, even when you're 9 years old. That's what Samuel just proved. The AR and VR Revolution. That's his first book. Then I asked him again, did you have, he said he has 2. I said, where is the second one? He gave me the link to it. I'm going to show you that also. So that for those of you who are watching this at home, maybe you don't have a job and you're still saying, oh, there's nothing you can do, you're not able to do stuff. Here is a 12-year-old boy who has 2 live books on many international sites. Lulu publishes your book on 50,000 bookstores globally. We're coming to that in a minute. Here is the second book, The Future of Artificial Intelligence: Navigating the AI-driven world. This is it right here. Gentlemen, no capping, lulu.com. And if you know lulu.com, you know they will put it on Amazon for you. They will put it on Barnes and Noble, and they'll put it on so many other bookstores globally. This is the future that we're already seeing. So, Samuel, at first, I want to congratulate you, and I want to congratulate your mother, who is also in the studio, because I insisted the mother must come on the show because you're a minor. But I told the mother didn't bring you here. The mother didn't bring you to this show. The mother didn't get you all this stuff done. So your mother is not coming on my show. You are the one coming on my show. So I want to congratulate you for what you have done.
Thank you, sir.
All right, because 99.9% of kids your age all over the world, they've not done this thing you have done. Published 2 books live on the internet. It's just crazy. And I see that one of them is actually had some sales. Have you had any sale on any of them? Has there been a sale on any
Yes,
of the
sir.
books? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Which one has made sales of the two?
The AR and VR revolution.
The AR and VR revolution. Now let's get to the question and answer. Yes, people. He's 12 years old. I'll keep putting it on the screen for you guys in case you are wondering. Am I kidding? You are looking at him live. All right. So you joined the program when we started. How are you
Yes,
able
sir.
to write these books? Walk me through the process. Okay, you joined the Fish for Life program. How was that able to help you to write these two books at your young age? Can you walk us through the process?
Okay. When we were, during the boot camp, there was one of the assignments they gave us that we were going to write a book. No, I was thinking it was going to be a big deal for me writing a whole book, but due to um, that pressure, or let me just say pressure, or that confidence that okay, I just said okay, then let me use AI tools. And when I was really afraid that I would be logged out of the program if I did not do the assignment. So, okay, that boosted me. I said, okay, let me try this. That's how I was able to start boosting myself to be confident. Yeah, I boost my confidence in writing books and doing assignments that sometimes I would think that oh, this big deal, I can't do this, but later I found myself doing all these things and I'm really excited. And some of
Yes.
these they have helped me. Yeah.
Oh, I'm very excited for you. In my wildest dreams, I did not imagine a 12-year-old would sneak into my class. I thought you were young until I saw another 9-year-old. That a lot of these kids have been sneaking into my into my training, and they are getting things done even when their own mothers and fathers have not even gotten their books done. So tell me, which of the tools I introduced you to did you use to write this book?
Okay. I used Chat GPT. Yes, that was my main tool, AI tool that I used to write this book.
Interesting. So you see, because I even though I taught you this thing, I didn't even know you are in my class, even though I know that I was very detailed in teaching people how to use ChatGPT. So walk us through the process. When you want to write the book, tell us how you started. I know I walk everybody through ChatGPT in class, but you tell us how you were able to use it to write your own book. Just to be sure that your mother didn't write this book for you. I know she didn't, because she didn't have a book herself, by the way. But go ahead. I'm just kidding. She has plenty. But go ahead.
Okay, let me just use an example. So, for example, when I wanted to write a book, I would tell it to give me I will first tell it to give me topics I can write on. So when I choose my own, I will now tell it to give me the subtitle. Now, second, and also I'm going to tell it to give me the table of contents, and I'll tell it to write in detail. And it must not copy content from other places. When it gives me the table of contents, I will now copy the table of contents maybe on Notepad. I'll now pick in the each chapter. I will tell it to write, for example, chapter one. Write so with the subtitle. Use this format. Do not copy content and write extensively. And that's how it will write. And that's how I'll go all the way to the end. And I also tell it to give me, for example, maybe I wanted to publish it. I'll tell it to give me keywords which I can use to market my book. That's how I've been able to use these tools very well.
Wow. So you are paying attention in class. I mean, how good are you on ChatGPT now? How good were you before the class? And then how has the class changed your ability to use it to do this book you have written? Because your book is very thorough. I was surprised to see how thorough it is. I was even wondering, does this boy even understand this book? But the beauty of ChatGPT is it doesn't matter whether you understand. As long as the content is there and people are there looking for it, and that's why you're already having some sales. But tell me.
Okay. Before I knew about ChatGPT, especially around the time when it initially came out. So I tried to use it. And though when I use it, I did not know how to use it correctly, like the way I just said. I would give it prompts, like short prompts. Then I did not really know how to use it very well. So I will give it prompts that it should write me a whole book. First, to start from the table of contents with not enough content, and from chapter 1 to chapter 10 will just be in short. They will just be short. They will not be extensive. So right then I was complaining that this too is so and I was not even, I was losing interest. But later when I joined this program and I learned how to use it very well, how to give it correct prompts to give you detailed content that will satisfy you. And that's how I've been able to use it, and I will learn how to use it very well.
Wow. I'm just stunned. See, those of you who know me on this show know that I'm hardly ever short for words. I don't know what to ask a 12-year-old boy right in our program. In case you guys don't know what the Fish for Life, or rather that I decided to formalize, I've been doing it for years. I decided to formalize it as part of my major life work, where we're going to be trying to empower Nigerian youths, the unemployed and the underemployed, to learn digital skills that they can deploy on the international scale to begin to earn some money for themselves. That was the whole idea, because we have 40 million unemployed youths. And I felt that rather than us trying to teach them to learn coding or trying to teach them to do things that will take a long time for them to get to the money, that after agriculture, what remains is digital skills empowerment, where they don't have to use any technical skills. They can do proofreading, they can do content writing, they can write books and all that. That if we can teach them in a few days, they can actually become authors, or they can become freelancers, or they can become bloggers that can start to make money on an international scale. And I decided I was going to do that on my birthday. I was going to select 60 people for every year of my life. I was going to give them laptop. I was going to give them software and all the training that they need to become digital entrepreneurs. Everything free. I did not charge anybody a dime, right? So when we started, and we ran a boot camp. That boot camp for 5 days, which is where Samuel's mother went and told him to join us and didn't tell us. So we thought about 5 different businesses that they can start with practically zero investment and that they can learn quickly, which included freelancepreneur, blogpreneur, bookpreneur, affiliate marketing, and social mediapreneur. And from there, we selected, we had 1,300 people that appeared for that training for 5 days. Then from there, we selected 60, of which Samuel ended up becoming a part, because they had to do assignment. As you listen to him, they have to do assignment every day. And I was telling them, if you don't do your assignment, you cannot go to the next level. So that's probably what has made him to publish this book now. So he now got it into the main program. And now we're in a 12-week session. Because what I wanted to do is make every one of those people I selected to become self-contained business people who will not just have products, they will launch it, and they will have a proper business that can feed them and their family. I never envisaged that somebody as young as Samuel will find himself into that program. Then every week of the training, and we've only done 5 weeks, by the way, and Emmanuel already published 2 books. We still have 8 more weeks to go, because I've not even taught them marketing. I've not taught them funnel building. I've not taught them list building. I've just taught them the basics about creating stuff. And then, of course, people started saying they want to be part of it. 60 is too small. So we ended up increasing it to 350. Then later, we got another about 200 adult executives and seniors. These are my own age group, who are telling me, well, why do you think we don't need it? We also need it for our retirement. Some of them even richer than me. So many of them are not doing it for the money. They're doing it for the knowledge of understanding digital business. And now maybe they can use it in their retirement age, or maybe when they are bored. I don't know the reason for some of them, because they are richer than me any way you look at it. So they started pressuring me, and I decided to add another 200 seniors and executives. So we create a separate group for them. So now we have over 500 people who are taking part in the course, and Emmanuel is one of them. That's like a quick intro for those of you who might be saying, which one is a Fish for Life program that this man is talking about? And if you want to know more about it, you can go to our website, fishforlife.ng. We are currently on break for this first cohort. It's a 12-week program to become digital business specialist. We are going to be starting another cohort right after we finish in August. We are going to have the 2.0 for those who want to learn the same thing. So you may want to go read all the information there. Registration for the next cohort will be live very soon. That is so we are producing all sorts of people. Because in that class, all of a sudden, I saw a 70-something-year-old woman who also published her first book, who says, I've been dreaming of publishing a book for almost 40 years. But Fish for Life allowed me to do that. I've seen people at my level, lawyers, doctors, even ambassadors sometimes, who want to learn this. All of a sudden, we realize that it's not just about those who need money. Everybody wants to learn how to get into this next level. Now we see the youths that are not even listed. The kids, let me put it that way. So well done, Samuel. Samuel, I'm very proud of you. As a father, I'm a grandfather figure. I can't say father figure as a grandfather figure, but talk to me. So now tell us what you have been able to do since this program. We heard of your 2 books. What else have you been able to do? I know that one of the assignments was to do a blog. Did you create your blog? What happened to it? We also know that you're supposed to select a niche. So tell us about your niche that you have selected, and then other stuff that you have done since you joined. Go ahead.
Okay, since I joined, I chose the social mediapreneur niche. Also, I that was social mediapreneur niche. That's what I chose, and also I I learned more about affiliates marketing and also freelancing. So I create during the training. I think there was a time they asked us to create JVZoo accounts as part of the assignment. So that's what I did that. And before I usually hear about JVZoo, what's it called?
Warrior
Yeah,
Plus.
JVZoo, Warrior Plus. Thanks, Warrior Plus. I usually have those 2 platforms, but I don't even know what they're used for. But when I joined, I knew more about it and how to create accounts. That was all part of our assignments.
Interesting. So did you create a blog the week that we asked people to create a blog that they can use to promote and also monetize down the road? Did you do your exercise, or did you escape that and I didn't catch you?
I did my blog, sir, on Buy Me a Coffee. I created Buy Me a Coffee account and yes.
Okay. Send me the link. I think I did ask you to send me your links before you come in. Let me see. I think I have it somewhere here. Okay, let me click through to it. Hold on, let me find it. I know you sent me stuff. Hold on a second. Yeah, okay, I found it. All right, let me show you. Whoa, I love it. Okay, I think I've reviewed this before. I've seen it. Yeah, this is beautiful. Let me show. Let me pull up your blog. Let me be sure I'm looking at the right one here. Okay, right here. Is this your blog? Right here.
Yes, sir.
Is this your blog? All right. Interesting. Wow. Oh, yes, I remember going there to tip you today. Wow. Okay, so here is the blog for Samuel. And here are some blog posts that he has posted in there. As you can see right here, this one was posted May 28th, May 28th, May 24th, May 24th, May 22nd, May 21st. Your blog is not current, Samuel. I told you you have to blog 4 times a day. 18, this one is only one blog today. This one is May 19, May 20, May 21, May 22, May 24. You're not blogging once a day. You have tried though, but if you're in my class, you're supposed to do your assignment well. All right. I'm not going to stress you so much about that now that I know you're such a young man. The fact that you even did it, at least you are blogging at least once a day. That is blowing me away. On May 18, you have this one, May 18, May 18, May 18, May 18, May 18. You actually had 5 there. Wow. Okay, I see. So some days you do more, some days you do less. This is amazing. So guys, as you can see on the screen, I'm going through Samuel's blog. Look at it right here. I'm going to click on one of them. Look at the kind of things he's writing. Rise of quantum computing, potential applications and challenges. Let me read some of the blog here so that you can understand whether this sounds like a small boy. In the realm of computing, quantum technology is poised to usher in a new era of unprecedented power and capability. Quantum computing, with its ability to harness the principles of quantum mechanics, offers the potential to solve complex problems at speeds unimaginable with classical computers. As this revolutionary technology continues to advance, it represents both exciting opportunities and significant challenges for researchers, industries, and society as a whole. Potential applications: cryptography and cybersecurity. Quantum computing has the potential to revolutionize cryptography by breaking traditional encryption methods based on factorization and discrete logarithms. Even myself, this thing that I'm talking about, I'm not I'm not sure. Myself, I understand, and I'm your teacher. What's going on here, Emmanuel Samuel? So my point is, it just shows you guys the power of ChatGPT or AI tools, that you can write as good as the best person in the world, regardless of your age. And that is what matters, because by the time we take him to where you can then start marketing your book and he does it well, he's going to make sales like a professor. Nobody will know his age unless he tells them. So, Samuel, I'm curious. Why did you choose this serious area of AI and AR and VR and all this futuristic stuff that we are looking at? What informed your decision to pick that niche? Because this is your first book here, The Future of Artificial Intelligence. Why that? I'm just curious.
Okay, due to the rapid development of technology, and since I have much interest in technology, I've been researching to know what is going to be next in technology. Like, for example, there's one of the new technology gadgets that is going to be out there, said electric cars. And I've been trying to search more on these electric cars to know their future, how they are going to transform the world. And that's why that book, AR and VR Revolution, is going to when you read it, it's going to tell you how AR and VR are going to transform the world in many areas, especially in healthcare, in businesses, especially in the social sector. That's and in the book you hear some things like social media preneurs here. It can also help social media preneurs. And I've been curious to know the future of technology, how it's going to transform the world. That's why I've been determined to write this book.
Wow. Wow. I'm just stunned. I don't even know. I'm trying to thank God I have some questions written up. I'm looking at those questions. I'm saying, do I want to ask this boy? This question is too young. But hey, you wrote 2 books that I myself don't even understand. And people are already paying you money for it. So it must have made sense because it's made some sales of those books. So talk to me. What are the 3 things that you didn't know or couldn't do before you joined the Fish for Life program that you have now learned or can do now, that you couldn't do before, but that you can do now?
Okay, first, I couldn't blog. And when I joined, I could blog. Second, I could not design covers, especially ebook covers. I could not design pictures, but when I joined, I tried and got it, especially with Canva. As I said, I could design my own
What
ebook
is
cover.
Canva? Wait, what is Canva? Where did you hear of Canva?
Okay, Canva is a platform that can be used to design ebook covers and other templates for projects. You can use it to design pictures for projects. And I used it to design my own ebook covers by myself. I couldn't do that before, but now I can do it. And also, I could not write a book very well. Though I could write before, I could use my own imagination to write a book, but it cannot be as perfect as I'm writing now. Those are the three things I could not do that I can do now.
Wow. Wow, you just use the word Canva. Yes, I know, of course, that I talk about Canva a lot in class, and I'm just stunned that you actually went in there and actually worked with it. For those of you who are listening at home may not know what Canva is a simple design AI software that you can use to design practically anything without having any technical skills. I've been preaching this for months now, and these 12-year-olds are proving me right that if a 12-year-old can do it, then you have no excuse. And that's where I'm going with this. I was so excited when I saw his testimonial, and I'm like, no, I have to interview this young boy. Because if a 12-year-old can do it, then what's your excuse? Not only is he doing it, he went for the most difficult topic. Because I told them to pick a niche. I taught them how to pick a niche in class, in a profitable niche, and I walked everybody through the exercise. Obviously, it was in there. By the time he did his own exercise, he came up that I want to focus on AI because he loves technology. But he's 12 years, GSS2. What does he know about technology other than play with toy cars? But he picked it, and guess what? He decided to write a book to challenge even some of the brightest minds. I mean, let's face this thing. You had me read his book now. Me, I have a PhD in law, right? I don't understand those things I just read. I understand half. It sounds like something written by somebody who has a PhD in computer science. AR and VR revolution is the second one. How augmented and virtual reality are transforming industries and social media. How will a 12-year-old come up with that if not for AI? Look at this sentence. In a world where digital landscapes are constantly evolving, augmented reality and virtual reality are not just buzzwords. They are game changers. From entertainment and gaming to healthcare, retail, and beyond, AR and VR are redefining how industries operate. Get out of here. I mean, we are talking about solid, well-researched information from a 12-year-old because he's using the AI tool that is already existing to do all he needs to do. How much more you that is at home watching this? You don't have a job. You have graduated for 5 years, 6 years. You can't get a decent job to feed your family. Now, with these AI tools everywhere, you can go learn how to use some of these AI tools to provide services for the world. That's what Fish for Life is about. It's about creating the Uber drivers for the next AI revolution. People will take the AI tools, they didn't build it, they don't have to know how it works. They take it and they go use it to create. Samuel that is here now, I'm sure can do freelancing if he chooses, because I taught him how to do script writing, how to do transcription, all using AI. But he chose. He wants to do social media with the bookpreneur part of it, where he writes books for a living. It's already written too. Are you working on any one right now? Are you working on any more? That's the only two you want to write? Why you focus on social media? What exactly is what's your game plan based on what we taught in class?
Okay. Also, my goal is to write in the next 2 months. My goal is to write 8 more books.
Interesting. 8 more books. So before the end of this year, you want to write 10 books total. Is that the game? Why?
More than 10, sir.
If you are listening. So yeah, more than 10. So this year you want to write 10. So what's going on? Why? Why do you want to do 10? Minimum. I'm listening.
Okay.
Why do you want to do? Yeah.
From writing my first book, it was my first book that actually determined that encouraged me to write my second book. Because my first book was just like a trial for me, just to try it. And I was like, wow, I have interest in this. Let me continue. And my goal now is to continue to write more. And that's it.
Wow. All right. Because you are awfully young, I know that your mom talked to you about it when we started advertising it and encouraged you to be there. I find in a way, maybe I'm glad that she didn't tell me that my son in the class, I would have probably overpaid attention to you. Maybe that might have scared you off. I mean, so I'm just glad that you did it on your own and your mom never spoke to me. We're talking about almost 7 weeks now, boot camp to 5 weeks of class, and you have come out nicely by yourself. That just to tell those of you at home, this is not arranging anything. I was stunned. I wanted to give him 20,000 naira just because he worked. And I said, give me an account. It turned out that the account number is giving me the account of somebody I know. I'm like, where do you know this person? I said, that's my mother. I was so stunned, it was not even funny. Because the mother works with me on the program. The mother is there every day. But she never once mentioned to me, my son is here. And that is how it's supposed to be done. Let the boy go on his own merit. If it is the normal Nigerian parent will have been, because she has access to me, she will say, Oga, my son is this, my son is that. So I'm really proud of you and your mom. But talking about your mom now, how did your parents react when you first told them you are joining the Fish for Life? I guess that question is irrelevant now because I had it in my notes. You said your mom is the one that called you and told you to be interested in it. That's what you said, right? So they were okay with it from day one.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Or how about your dad? Does your dad like it? Does he bug you about it? Or does he know?
Well, my dad was on a trip
Okay.
throughout the boot camp. Yeah.
Okay. All right. As long as your mom, hopefully it'll be fine because your mom is fine. All right. So, since your mom is aware of this and your mom has worked with you on this, what kind of advice has she been giving you? Because I assume since you guys live together every day, she will have been giving you some tips at home. What kind of advice has she been giving you on this?
She was also one of the people that encouraged me to be doing my assignments, and as I said, most of the assignments that I thought that they were big deals for me. She was the one that also encouraged me that just try. If you didn't do it well, it's not a problem. You will improve. You will get better. And that's how I was encouraged. I said, okay, let me just give it a try.
All right. Yes, I'm super proud of you. You don't know how proud of you I am. I'm still thinking in my head, what am I going to do for this boy? All those of you that are under 16, I'm trying to rally all of them. I'm going to do something special because when I see young people who are showing interest in their own life this early, the least we can do as adults is to back them up 100%. And I'm going to do something grand. I don't even know what it is yet, but I'm like that. 12-year-old in my class, a 9-year-old in my class who published a book on Amazon. Abba, those ones we're going to be having a lot of fun together. All right. So tell me, you've told me about 3 things that you couldn't do before that you're doing now. So what will you say you like the most about the Fish for Life program? What will you say you like the most? Of everything going on there, everything, all the stuff in there, what would you say you like the most?
Well, the thing I like the most in the Fish for Life training was the way it was organized and prepared by the staff and the hosts. I like the way everything was going freely, and the explanation of the points, like the teaching, they were broken down. That was why I was easy to understand, and those were some little parts I found difficult, but I will ask my mom and she will assist me and I'll quickly get it. But the program was okay, well organized and good.
Wow, well, you have 2 books to show for it. When we come back, we are going to be continue to talk. We're about to wrap up in the next few minutes. We're going to keep talking to my young protege here, Samuel Emmanuel. I'm still looking for a very nice name for him. Everybody knows me that I love to give people good names, but I'm still in shock just looking at him, so my brain is not working well. But we're going to come up with a beautiful name for him because it reminds me of Shehu Gundele. Shehu Gundele started hustling at the age of 14 on the internet, and is one of the biggest boys Nigeria has seen now. That's a gentleman that makes more than $3-4-5 million every year on the internet now. And Shehu Gundele, if he's 30, he cannot be more than 31, 32 today. But he started at the age of 14. That's who he reminds me for. And we call that one the youngest CEO. I don't know what we are going to call you yet, but we are going to call you something similar. Have you ever heard of that name, by the way? Do you know Shehu Gundele? Have you heard of him?
Yes, sir.
Okay, where did you hear from him about him? That's an interesting one.
I heard him from there was a day my mom was you were having an was it something like an interview with him. So
Okay.
I was actually listening to his story and all that.
So you are carrying tape while your mom was on an interview with me, with my clients. Okay, but go on. When we come back, you're going to tell me what about the program that you don't like at all. That we like to be real here, the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know what that meant? You told us the good. Like, I want you to tell me what you don't like about the program that you wish can be changed. But before we do that, I want us to take a time out, and I want to talk about my book that has actually helped you. You may not know that I wrote a book on this ChatGPT thing, and I want to play an interview on that.
Breaking news with Paul Toole.
Good evening, I'm Paul Toole, and this is the top of the hour update on News 24. Our breaking news tonight is about a game-changing new book on the ChatGPT AI-powered chatbot that's taking the world by storm. The book is titled ChatGPT Business Goldmines, authored by Dr Ope Banwo, a renowned business attorney, techpreneur and expert on monetization of AI tools and the internet for business. ChatGPT Business Goldmines is a comprehensive guide that unveils 20 profitable businesses anyone can start in a matter of days, using ChatGPT with zero experience and no upfront investment. Dr. Banwo's book is a roadmap for financial freedom, navigating the reader through a variety of easy-to-start AI-powered businesses, from commercial book writing, copywriting services to automated customer service, language translation, and even coding. This revolutionary book is a breakthrough in the business world, offering a step-by-step deep dive into how ChatGPT and other AI tools are creating new opportunities for financial success. Experts in digital business are calling ChatGPT Business Goldmines a must-read for anyone looking to step into the future of business today. Stay tuned as we bring you more updates on this groundbreaking book.
Awesome. We are still talking with Samuel Emmanuel. His first name is Samuel, and his father's name is Emmanuel. And this is a young protege who has surprised me and stunned me by sneaking into my Fish for Life program that was meant for young adults, those who are young graduates who are looking for a job or who are underemployed, or older people who are looking to create a whole new stream of income for themselves, either for their old age or to supplement the income they're having now. And he has outstanded everybody by publishing his first 2 books within the first 4 weeks, and has a plan to do 8 more before the end of the year. And not only that, he's already making some money with his books, and he has already getting supported on his blog. I actually went to his blog today, and I supported him. And of course, I'm going to I should put the link of his blog out there for those of you who would like to support this young man. Here is the link to the blog. It is Buy Me a Coffee, Samuel Emmanuel. Let me get the link for you guys to help me support this young man. If you, as you are watching this, you want to go to his blog and you want to check him out. He's got some very interesting write-ups on AI on his blog. Where is it now? Here is the I should have actually had that ready before we start, but hopefully you guys can still see this. It is buymeacoffee.com/Samuel Emmanuel. buymeacoffee.com/Samuel Emmanuel. Okay, let me put that back in there. That is the blog. Oh, that is his blog where you can go out there and support him. Buy Me a Coffee is a place where you can buy, after reading an article and you enjoy what you are reading, you can support the author with buying him a coffee, which is like $5 to give him. I want to encourage you guys. Want to encourage this young man doing what he's doing. Also, he has his books on lulu.com. don't know where to find that one. Okay, right here. It's a very long, thing. I have to show him how to shorten his URL. But if you go to lulu.com /shop /Samuel Emmanuel, it will take you to his account, and I think you will see his books there. Maybe by the time you get in there, he's probably already had another few books in there. I am so proud of you. That is his where you can find his books, lulu.com /shop /Samuel Emmanuel. lulu.com /shop /Samuel Emmanuel to see his books on lulu.com. And then if you want to support his blog, you want to go to buymeacoffee.com /Samuel Emmanuel. I have a couple more questions, and we have to let the young man go and sleep. I've kept him up all night because I had to attend to some other issues at the time it was scheduled. So we are starting this stuff very late. Now let me look for. I'm trying to skip all these questions that I think we have already answered, or to shorten the interview for you. I'm looking at. So what do you think? How will you summarize in one word your experience, or in one sentence, with the Fish for Life program with me? How will you summarize it in one sentence or two? Go ahead.
Okay. The program was an eye-opener for me, actually. The program, as I've said earlier, it enlightened me on many things I don't know. It enlightened me on many things, and it opened my eyes to things, and also supported me in my ability to do some things, really to use AI. And the program was well organized and okay. And Dr. Ope Banwo was a good trainer, actually, and his team, they were really helpful, and they made us to understand the topic very well. And I really appreciate the training was okay and well organized. Very
All right, that takes me to my last question for you, because we need to really let you go. Now, this is about your endorsement statement for me. How will you rate Dr. Ope Banwo as your coach, and what aspects of his coaching have been the most beneficial for you? Now I'm going to give you the floor. Knock yourself out.
okay. Dr. Ope Banwo is a good trainer who has been very okay. Yes, he's a good man. Like like being a father to us. It has like I don't even know how I don't even know what to say to him, sir. But he's a good man. He's very calm. It's not that really taking things for granted like that, and he likes to reward, and he takes it is like how can I say it? He calms down sometimes, like he comes down to listen to you, and also is most times is whenever he teaches that I usually enjoy most times. And the part of his training that I can take and I can remember is when he usually talk about this woman who used to say this blogger. I remember one of his time he was saying that this Linda Keji, that she blogs 4 times a day or so. And that was also that thing also helped me to blog. So that sometimes, as you said, that sometimes I will blog 5 times, sometimes I will blog once in a day. And due to all these things, it has been okay. Like I don't. That's really like what I can say, sir.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I just want to keep encouraging you. I know sometimes because you are in the middle of serious adults, sometimes the language you may not understand what's going on, but you are doing it right. Where you get home and you ask your mom what's going on, how can they help you here? And I'm super, super, super proud of you. That at the age of 12, you have 2 books on 50,000 bookstores. when your mates are still busy just watching TV. And even some adults have not been able to do what you have done. And I promise you, I'm going to stay on top of you now that my radar is on you. I'm going to try not to stress you so much, but I'm going to follow up on your progress. Because the idea is that by the time you are going to finish, and I'm glad I've asked your mom off the record, you're still going to school, you're even doing very well in school. Don't stop school, because school is primary interest for you now. Don't get carried away by the money you are making on your blog or your book. Is to, yes, money is good, but you need to get that foundation of correct education. But we don't want you to be stranded when you finish. That's why I'm happy you are doing this. So that before you even finish high school, you are still in GSS 2. Before you finish GSS 3, you'll be making more than enough money to pay your own bill for school, university, or even support your mom. And that is something I'm very, very proud of. Stay humble and continue to work hard. Now you can chat with me personally now that I know you. If you come to class and some things you really don't understand and you don't want to ask your mom, and I'm glad that your mom is there for you. So feel free to ask me. Let me know how you are doing. But go back to doing the assignment well. That discipline is important. Are you listening to me, Samuel? That, of course, if you are still in school now, you may not be able to meet up. I get it. But once school goes on vacation, you want to take it very serious. Don't neglect your schoolwork for assignment. Okay, now that I know you are still in school. You are still in school right now, right? Are you guys on holiday yet? I know we are on holiday here. You guys are still in school. You are still in school, right?
Yes, sir.
Then focus on the classes more. So if it means that you will not be able to do your assignment, I understand 100%. I'm not going to drive you from the class, even though I will still expect you to do it. Okay, don't go and relax and say, okay, they will not drive me. And then you don't do your assignment, I will still drive you. And then your mother will have to teach you at home. Okay? If you want me to continue to teach you, you're going to find that time. Like I told you, 2 hours a day is more than enough. Because once you come back from school, you do your homework. That's number one. You must do your homework first. You rest small. All that time you are using to watch TV in the evening. I'm not saying don't watch TV again or you're a kid. You should watch TV. You should enjoy your life. But find out 1 or 2 hours to do your assignment. So that way, you are not going to be at the mercy of the Nigerian environment, where by the time you grow up, you finish your university, you are not able to find a job. That will no longer be your problem. At that point, you know that you can feed yourself. And so congratulations one more time. I'm going to be calling you at some point when I gather the rest of now that I know that several kids have joined the program, I'm probably going to try to create a kids section for you guys so that you are not, I don't want those adults to corrupt you. You guys will have your own youths that are going somewhere so that when they're talking their own, it's impossible stuff, you're not listening to them. Because youths don't know that anything is impossible. I'm sure you don't think anything is impossible. If they teach you well, you're going to do it because you don't know better. And that is how you do amazing stuff. So that's what I'm thinking in my head. I'm thinking about how can I support them for school to make sure that they continue to go to that school. Maybe it's a kind of scholarship, that kind of thing, or whatever. I don't know. I'm going to think it through, and then I'll get back to you. So thank you so much, Emmanuel. Before you go, though, what do you have to say to your colleagues? If you have to give advice to your own age mates, okay, about this Fish for Life program, what are you going to say to them? You got the floor by yourself. Go.
Okay, what I can say to my colleagues is that on this Fish for Life training, if there's a chance they can join, they can join. It's a good training though. And for me, if they have opportunities like this, like the way I have, they should not leave their studies and only just focus on computers and all this digital stuff. They should also focus on their studies, and they should also do well, and God will also help them. And I also have been trying to schedule some time for work and for school, that's education. With this timetable, I'll be able to also know how to make arrange, and sometimes I will do house chores also. So I know how I will comport myself to do that. And they should what I can say to them is that they should not play too much. They should not just waste their life. They should have something to do with their life. They should face their studies, and if there's any way they can support their parents, and their parents are also trying. Some people that their parents are struggling to pay their school fees. Their parents are also trying. They should find a way to support their parents, and may God help them.
Okay. Awesome, 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 awesome. I'm so proud of you, Emmanuel. Thank you so much for coming on this show. Guys, we are at the end of the show for today. And as you can see, I wanted to bring Samuel Emmanuel here so that you guys can see how easy this thing can be, especially for those of you out there who don't have a job. Samuel is going to be fed one way or the other. The mother will have to buy him food. He doesn't need the money. He doesn't even know what the money is. By the time he puts it in his hand now, maybe it's highest right now if I get 5,000, 10,000, right? He doesn't know what 1 million looks like. To him, it's paper money, right? He doesn't need it, but he's doing the work. But for those of you who are out there who need the job, who need to feed your family, and you're still giving yourself excuses, oh, I cannot do this thing, I cannot do proofreading. It's too difficult for me to go and format on Word. It's too difficult for me to, how can they say I can write a book? A 12-year-old did it. In fact, Samuel humbled my daughter. My daughter wrote her first book at 13. This was before ChatGPT of anything. He wrote it by herself. It was a novel. And she's feeling very cool because she's the first to write a novel at the age of 13. Even me, her father, had not written a novel before. I just wrote my first one about a month ago. I'm a non-fiction writer. I've never written a novel. So she's feeling cool that she's the first person to write a novel in the Banwo family. And we're all very excited for her when she was 13. Now to bring out the second book, she's been struggling with it for like 3 years now. It finally came out a few weeks ago, a Chained Heart or something, a second book, and she was really excited about it because she refused to even use AI or ChatGPT. So I have to write it by my own hand. AI is cheating, blah, blah, blah. So, okay, whatever you want. So when she finished the second one, she was so excited. Then I told her, I said yesterday, and 3 days ago, I said, yeah, make all this noise. There's a 9-year-old boy that has published 4 books. I showed her. I said, there's a 12-year-old, less than 4 weeks, who has published 2 books on 50,000 bookstores. Yeah, making noise. Get out of here. And she was like, it's not possible. So I showed her Emmanuel's books. I was like, no, I'm going to go. Now she's hustling to go write the 3rd one. Now it's competition with Emmanuel, Samuel Emmanuel. And I said, Samuel will beat you to death any day. You are doing without ChatGPT. It's like trying to compete. You are riding bicycle. You want to compete with somebody who's doing aeroplane. I said, Samuel will kill you any day. If I decide competition between both of you now, he will beat you to death. If you want, I can do that. And Samuel will kill you every day of the week. Why? Because he's using secret weapons that you are refusing to learn. You are saying it's cheating. 3 years' time, we'll find out who is cheating who. So but my point is, these young people are making things happen. A 9-year-old, that if you put 10,000 naira in his hand, he's going to get confused. 10,000 naira is a lot of money. He doesn't need it. This Samuel has made more than 20,000 naira on his own book right now. But you need it. You are giving yourself excuse. Get your shit together. If you're out there, you don't have a job, or you're underemployed, maybe you have a job, whatever they are paying you, it's not enough for you to even get a decent apartment. It's not enough for you to even say, maybe in 1 year time, 2 years time, I'll buy a car. Then take this serious, because you don't need much. You don't need money. You only need the time that you already have in abundance, and playing with AI tools. They're just tools. They're already created. Your own is to learn how it works and then use it to do whatever you want to do. Is it a book you want to write? Is it graphics design you want to be doing? Do you want to be doing transcription? Do you want to be doing editing? Do you want to be doing content writing? Do you want to be doing blogging? Whatever it is you want to do. Fish for Life is proving that case. And I hope I see you, if you're out there, in the next cohort. It's too late to join us right now. It's why I'm not putting the link for you to join us. We've already gone through 5 weeks of class. We're in recess now. We're going to be resuming in the next couple of days for the rest of the full business thing. Because for you to understand what this is before I close, I'm going to play a very short video that explains everything about what the Fish for Life program is. And hopefully you will join us in the next cohort. It's free. I'm not charging any money for this 12-week course. We meet literally every day. Now we're making it once a week, where we train for about 4 hours once a week. And then we give you an assignment for the week, and then we make sure you do the assignment, and then we come back to help you build a solid business. We're going to tell you how to have the netpreneur mindset, how to have a niche that is profitable, how to create products that you can sell on the internet. We're going to teach you how to create funnels to sell your books. We're going to teach you how to build a mailing list of people that you can sell to. Then we're going to show you how to launch your products. And then we're going to show you how to do to generate traffic to your site. Comprehensive 7 pillars to 6 figures is what I call it. All free. So you have no excuse. This is not about me saying, oh, go give me 1 million naira, 200,000 naira. 100% free by the Fish for Life Foundation. Here it is. Listen to it for only 2 minutes. Let's go.
Introducing the Fish for Life initiative as a mass self-employment solution to mass unemployment for Nigerian youths. You are invited to attend a free 5-day digital skills empowerment bootcamp and get an opportunity one of the pioneer students of the 1-year all-expense paid digital business training for self-employment program. Why should you attend the 5-day empowerment bootcamp? The 5-day digital skills training bootcamp is the qualifying workshop to kick off the 1-year Fish for Life digital skills empowerment for self-employment initiative, sponsored by Dr. Ope Banwo and Niger Lives Matter as part of his upcoming 60th birthday celebrations. The Fish for Life initiative isn't just any coaching and mentoring program. It's a free all-access free pass for you to get everything you need to become self-employed through digital entrepreneurship over next 360 days, including a free laptop to jumpstart your sustainable digital business startup journey, year-long free coaching from industry experts, a rewarding internship with a monthly stipend to help you earn as you learn, comprehensive weekly training sessions to help you create sustainable digital business, all essential to training materials including videos and handouts. Earn a digital business specialist diploma from American Internet University for completing the 1-year program. All of it at zero cost to you if you happen to be one of the 60 people selected from among the participants from the upcoming free 5-day training bootcamp, open to all. Reserve your seat now for the selection bootcamp training. Yes, by attending the 5-day bootcamp that will introduce you to 5 different businesses, you can start with no experience and little or no investment. You get an opportunity to be selected for the full 1-year scholarship to the Fish for Life digital business coaching for free with no strings attached. Don't wait to reserve your seat now for the free 5-day bootcamp where you will learn 5 different digital businesses. You can start with little or zero investment and also position yourself to be one of the inaugural set of the 1-year Fish for Life intensive digital works for self-employment program. Our goal with the Fish for Life initiative is to help as many youths as we can get off the unemployment or underemployment market into financial freedom as netpreneurs. The 5-day bootcamp itself will be 4 hours of transformative training each day, introducing participants to 5 simple-to-start digital businesses any can start with no experience and little or zero capital, including freelancepreneur, authorpreneur, softwarepreneur, affiliatepreneur, social mediapreneur. Only full attendees of this enriching bootcamp will be considered for our year-long all expenses and all resources included 1-year Fish for Life digital business coaching and mentorship program. This is your moment to learn and seize the opportunity to secure your position as one of the 60 pioneers in our groundbreaking Fish for Life program. Remember, in order to separate the dabblers from the really committed to becoming successful entrepreneurs over the next 1 year, participation in the 5-day bootcamp is your key to unlocking a year of unparalleled growth and learning that will transform you into a digital entrepreneur, all cost-free for you. Show us your dedication and readiness for the 1-year full-blown coaching by showing up for the 5 days bootcamp, and let's embark on this path to success together. Are you ready to make a change? Register now and take the first step towards becoming financially self-sufficient through digital entrepreneurship.
All right, that's it for today. I appreciate you guys for tuning in with that interesting interview with Samuel Emmanuel. Tomorrow is another day, and we'll bring another interesting character. We're going to talk about something else interesting in the digital world. But for now, remember, action trumps inaction every day. Somebody who is not so smart, who is bringing relentless effort every day, will beat a genius to death in the marketplace. Don't be deceived. The only way you're going to succeed is taking action daily. Not how intelligent you are, not how old you are, not how young you are, but how hard do you bring it in the morning when you wake up? Daily progressive action, and you will win. I don't care how intelligent you are. I don't care how dumb you are. If you wake up every day and you take progressive action, you will win. That's all it takes, guys. Focus, consistency, accountability. And I will see you on another exciting episode of the Fearless Netpreneur Show.